Okay, so auction season's opened up again this year. We're back for 2024. We got our first auction at 12 noon at Killarney Country Club, which I'm quite excited for. I'm just going to run through some of the interesting pieces of stock that we've got here. I'm here with Ricardo, who's the MD of auction in Johannesburg, and we've got some really interesting items here. The first one I've looked at is a big retail petrol station, which we have in Durbs. Tell us a little bit about that.
Actually, I went there. I was there about 2 weeks ago. Very difficult to find parking. The petrol station is absolutely pumping at the moment.
Literally.
Good retail. Good retail. We've got a Steers, a Fisherways. Excellent exposure to the main arterials. And yeah, I mean, it really does speak for itself.
160,000 litres a month, made up of diesel, unleaded petrol. Brilliant site. It's got decent margins on the site as well. Looking about the looks of things, and it also has the turnover for the retail unit. So quite excited to bring this one to auction. I think it's going to move quite quickly. Cosmos City, we've got the development parcel there. It's just under 6,000 square meters.
Correct. Yeah. Beauty about Cosmo, we had on our last auction, we shot the lights out just down the road. Seems to be a huge emphasis on that specific node with regards to township retail. People are building big and small, so anything that's available that's got anything to do with retail is being snapped up quite quickly.
Okay, and last one, Louis. We've got strip mall, quite a number of retail units here. This is quite an exciting one. If you know the area, I mean, you really have to understand the area. There's not a lot of retail in Louis, so what is there is sort of heavily attended.
That's correct. Yeah, there's good foot traffic there. We were there not so long ago, and again, you struggle to find parking, but every single shop is full. There's a good amount of activity there, and yeah, I mean, I think it's also priced to go.
You want to talk about Fairlands?
So Fairlands, very well-known area. I've had quite a lot of success in that node. We've got another mixed-use building coming up. So it comprises of a few retail shops, but it's also got a large residential portion on top.
50 apartments.
50 apartments with a retail component of, say, around 11. The beauty about this is that we've got a seller who we sold for a couple of auctions ago, and he's motivated to let go of the asset. We've got an incredible track record there. We've achieved phenomenal results for both buyer and seller.
Okay, and we got a net income there just over 3 million. So also another exciting asset coming to auction. Yeah. Okay. Jumping into cold storage. This is an interesting asset right next to Lanseria. 6,000 square meters GLA.
The interesting thing about cold storage is that it's quite a niche market. However, every time it goes to market, there's always a buyer. And one thing I've realized with this type of asset, with the amount of generators that are in place, this is really good to go. It's based in Lanseria. A lot of the cold storage,
8.5 hectares of land. So it's not just it. So the cold storage 6,000 square meters, 8.5 hectares of land. So it's an enormous land portion right next to Lanseria. So an interesting asset. Cold storage again, so I'm interested to see what happens here. It is a niche market, like you say, but for this kind of price,
yeah, 100% of the stuff that we've taken in cold storage is sold. So I don't want to jinx it. Touch wood.
Corner of Main Office Park. This is going back. We had a purchase default here.
Correct. Yes.
So this is going back. So this is going to move. It went at a brilliant price last time. It's 260 square meters office, Bryanston. Brand new. I mean, it was developed in the last sort of 10 years. So I really like this asset. So as an owner occupier, this kind of pricing level, you can only look to go up from here. So I like this one. Sold once already?
Yeah, we sold it again about a month ago. People are just generally moving back to office spaces, and Bryanston's a popular node. It's not going to be hard to fill it up, and it's A grade, good quality building.
The last one I wanted to talk about was the farm in Barnes, in Natal.
Yes, that's a big land parcel. We've got it, if I'm not mistaken, it's about 330,000 square meters.
Right near King Shaka, right?
Correct, yeah. It's one of the last big remaining parcels. Lends itself ideally to an industrial park.
33 hectares chopped into 3 individual stands,
Yeah, and it's ideal for an industrial park. We've got 2 other properties from this particular seller motivated to go, and at the rate we're going to sell it, I'm pretty sure we're going to get such a phenomenal response here.
Okay, this is not to mention what we've got in Fosslerus. We've got a beach house in Glen Ashley, and we've got a number of exciting assets here. So we've just named a couple of them. We'd love to see you. It is on the 29th. We're going to be there at 12 noon. We'd love to see you there.